Hello everyone, my name is Sunil Yadav. I'm going to talk about how we can, handle the exceptions in Kotlin and how we can, write the test cases in Kotlin. So we are going to write the test cases with JUnit 5. Okay. So some of you might know the JUnit and some of you don't know. I will, create a one video like one unit series on this JUnit, how we can use JUnit 5. So just let's create a one class like Kotlin class or file we can say like exploring testing, right, in Kotlin. So here I'm going to create this file. So let's configure Kotlin. What is this? Not configured. Okay. So it's now configured. So just create the class, right? So I'm just say this is the class I'm going to have, and in this class suppose you have method, right, that take two parameters basically. So I'm just say like function that's take two parameter, just we can say sum, right, and this is x integer we are going to pass is integer type, and this is my integer type, and this is my init type, return type, right? So suppose I'm returning this method and just say return return, or you just remove the return like mine 0, right? Sorry, return 0, right? So we are saying return 0, right? So this is the class we have written, and suppose we want to test this sum function is working or not. If we are passing two numbers, it should return 0, right? So test driven development is saying whatever you are doing, just test this. This might be this is not a some method at all, but just we are pretending like if you pass two by numbers, just you will get return 0, right? So let's write some class, right? We can say class test, some test we can say, just I'm giving the name. So and we need to test it. So in JUnit, if you want to use JUnit, right, we need to use a test annotation, right? This one is test annotation. So we can say this is the we are going to use test JUnit Jupyter API, right? So this is the JUnit 5 version. So let's click on it. So we can see. So if you see, right, this is the library they have added for me. So let me delete it first. Okay, I'm going to delete it. So let me delete it. So if I'm going to say test, right, so he's in configure, right? So if configure means is going to configure this dependency. So Kotlin standard library they are going to configure with this one JUnit 5 and JUnit test as well. So we can see, right, JUnit 5 here is I already added. So what can I do? Let me remove first. Okay, in libraries dependencies. So here, right, is automatically added. So let's remove it basically. Okay, so let's remove it. JUnit library is fine. Okay, and let's remove this one as well. Yeah, deleted this one as well. Okay, so now I think we should be good with this one. So we are missing now JUnit library. Now we are missing as well as let's configure now Java, choose configure. Okay, so here is this is this is the library of Kotlin, but we are missing JUnit 5 actually. So if you see, right, we are getting the two option here, either you add a JUnit 4 or JUnit 5 to import this test annotation, otherwise it's not available. So we need to add JUnit 5 to test class. So it's going to download and this library going to be added, okay, in my class path. So you see this indexion is going on, so that means it's trying to download that library JUnit 5.1 and put into my class. So you see this JUnit 5.4 is now added here. All right, so this one is added here. Now this class is resolved and we can say this we are able to run it. So let's write one method fun, right, test just say test sum, right, test sum. Okay, So here we can say assertion assert equal. So we have method, right, utility method in JUnit 5 library, as well as in Kotlin library as well, same method, signature. So we can say like 3 comma 3 means this actual and expected is matching, then give me the make this test case is pass. I'm not calling this some method right now, so I'm going to do that. So you can see, right, this is passing. So either you can use JUnit 5 version, or JUnit 5 method, or Kotlin method is perfectly fine. So if you see this library, right, Kotlin test, they have same library, like they similar to JUnit 5. Okay, so if you are using Kotlin, so generally we can use Kotlin library. Otherwise, if you go to inside, right, if I can say command D, and I could go to inside like assertions, right, and if we do assert equals, so if you see the same method behavior we have. So I'm not going to use jpinder. Okay, so let's run this method, right? So I'm going to say my expected value is 0, and I'm going to call this method, right, like some method, whatever I am passing here. So I'm going to say some, sorry, command Z. So let's do right type it, experiment testing. Let's create the object and just say sum. Okay, and pass just two number, right? It doesn't matter, we are not actually summing up it, just we are trying to pretend we are doing something with this method. If you pass two number returning 0, it doesn't mean, right, it's going to return sum of two numbers. It can be anything, right? So we will testing it one by one. So we can say this method is pass, means if we are calling this method passing 3 or 4 number, right, we are getting the return 0. So this method is working perfectly fine. This is not actually summing up, but whatever behavior we are expecting from this method, this is working, right? Suppose some cases might be happen, right? If we can say, right, arithmetic exception can be happen. If you are pass some number, you are divide it something, like suppose I want to divide something, right? So if I'm saying I just wanted to throw exceptions, right, basically. So if I say y triple equal 0, right, just throw arithmetic exception. I'm just trying to say how we can handle arithmetic exception. So I'm saying give me the arithmetic exception java 1, right, and this is the creating the object, right? So if we run this method, right, so this is going to be passed, because this condition is not going to met, correct? That's perfectly fine. But if we pass 0, right, in y position, so let's see what is happening. So we can see, right, this is the exception we are getting, right? So this method is now in this method we have two cases to cover. One is if you pass like y not 0, let's return 0, right? But now this test case is failing. So how we can handle this arithmetic exceptions? So we need to write one more test cases, like how we can handle throws. So we can say, let's copy paste same, we can say handle exceptions, whatever name you want to give, handle some exceptions, right? Okay, so I'm just giving the name, doesn't matter. Okay, so in place of assert equal, we need to use assert throws, right? Assert throws here. This is the method we have here. So not this one. I'm going to use just assert throws. Okay, so assert throws, this is the class we have. So we are going to say throw, the first is your class, what is exception you are throwing with that one. So we can say what exception we are throwing, arithmetic exception, right, java 1, correct? So I can say double colon, right, class dot java, because this exception is belong to under java lng class exception. This is not Kotlin exception, this is java exception, arithmetic exception we are using here right now, and we need to use this braces, right? What is this error? Assert throws, this is not method we are getting. Why we are not getting? Let me see. Assert throws, right, expected. assert throws. So these two methods should work, right? That's not a problem. This is the class assert throws. Okay, so we need to use assertions dot assert throws. Okay, so now we are good. We are going to using JUnit 1, right? Not Kotlin 1 here. Okay, here we are using assertion. Okay, so let's remove this one and let's try to, okay, now let's call this method basically. So what we are trying to say here, we are going to call the method, right? So here this method we are going to call. So let's say command C and command V, and let's pass 0 here. So what we are trying to say here, this is going to be throws exception. What type of exception? Arithmetic exception, and we are going to call this method, right? So let's run it. So both test cases should be passed, right? So test sum now is working. Now let's run now from the class level, from this class itself, so that it is going to cover both test cases. So now we can see, right, test sum is also working perfectly fine, and handle some exception is also, now we are able to handle the exception if we are passing this y value is 0. So this is like test driven development. We should actually try to make this method work as expected, whatever behavior expecting. Like suppose we are saying sum, so sum should you handle all the cases. If something you went wrong value, so that can be some exception we need to identify here, or you need to handle everything whatever we are expecting as for some method. So that's it from this presentation. I was just trying to explain how we can do the testing, JUnit testing with Kotlin. Yeah, thank you for your time. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe my channel and share your feedback. Thank you.